Ready. Back 25.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
All right, 25
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
To throw is Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Gun.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5 now. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Quick pass out to Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, you know, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there. The double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking end zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. This is Miller, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when... And Winston lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Flushed out right. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Ryan to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, and he's going to go down again. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31-32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wait. Let's go. It's time to play.
That's it. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, one set. Check that.
On 3rd down, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That's the way.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 85 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. It is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The extra point up and good. A first update now from Cleveland. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Winston, he completes it to Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Winston from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 39.
They go play action now. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. And we got to get to the ball.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
39. To you. I'm going back to you. Get up.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Watch the back. Watch the back.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Let's see what this is about. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
1st down, Buccaneers.
White 25. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Play action now. Winston going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication.
Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Winston. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to get a score back. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They run. Devontae Freeman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bucs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot off. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. He's got Evans. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Freeman again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
On first down, it's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. But it's going to be second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Ito Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
And he loses the football the second time. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. Ryan wants to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
59, ready. 25.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, the 20. 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Sonic! Ain't no such thing with us.
Here's Winston. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. They're going to run forward Jones. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes.